Emma Roberts taking up the mantle and starring in Legally Blonde for the 2020s is somehow exactly what we needed.
You're clear for takeoff.
Punch it, Flamingo.
Is this thing hard to land or what?
That is not me saying it's good, don't worry, it's not. But you don't need to be that good if you are so feel good that it becomes undeniable. You cannot hate it. It feels criminal. Space Cadet stars Emma Roberts as Rex, a Florida girl who might not have a fancy degree or anything on her CV at all, except for literally alligator wrestling. But she'd really like to be an astronaut, and Katy Perry tells us that all you need to do that is a dream and $28 million. But she doesn't have that, so that she'll just apply to astronaut training instead and somehow get in because her friend fakes her credentials. And this is NASA we're talking about. NASA, the government NASA. So it takes them months to realize anything is wrong, even though she's wearing nothing but glitter. This is the sort of film that, to their credit, I think Amazon Prime should be focusing on more. Because Netflix, look at them, they're constantly just pumping out the same, like, annoying middle-aged rom-com over and over again as their streaming fodder. Prime, why don't you just do this, you know? It's got that, like, Disney Channel original movie energy. It's cheaply made. It's got a ridiculous premise. And you know what? It's just feel-good energy. That's much more what I think they should be heading towards. And I'm really happy that they did. Especially because Emma Roberts literally could star in a Legally Blonde remake, and nobody would bat an eyelid. Except she's not, like, the dumb blonde in this. Well, she is kind of playing a dumb blonde, but a Florida dumb blonde. Which means that she is more capable, I guess, than the traditional dumb blonde stereotype, and wrestles alligators. No, literally, yeah. So she turns up at astronaut training and is immediately the best person there, without any effort, because she has the love of her friends on her side and a desire to achieve. Which makes her, come on, let's all say it together, an anime protagonist, yes. I think this was really ahead of its time. If they had released this on the day that Katy Perry went into space, it could have become an international phenomenon, truly. So yeah, Rex gets into astronaut training because her friend just straight up changes everything on her CV. And they just buy it, and they've like phoned her friend a couple of times to be like, is this Professor so-and-so from like MIT? And she's like, and they're like, cool. It couldn't make NASA seem dumber. And also there is a billionaire who wants to get into space and build his own rockets that helps them near the finale. So that made me throw up in my mouth a little bit, but just try and, yeah, get over that. Yes, it is a Florida film, you know? Emma Roberts is essentially playing the dumb jock in this instead of the dumb beauty queen, but she's also not dumb, because she's an amateur inventor at home, which means she's immediately good at most astronaut stuff. To their credit, they do have to, she gets a classmate to help her catch up academically, because she's only, like, done high school. But don't worry, it'll only take a few weeks before she's at astronaut level. I gotta say, I feel like it's rude to say, but I really enjoyed the Umbrella Academy. But any time there is an actor from the Umbrella Academy in anything in the last like couple of years since it kind of wrapped up, bad. Or not necessarily bad, but definitely trashy, okay? I feel like The Beekeeper had one of them in it, and that was trash. And this has Tom Hopper in it as her love interest. He's like a NASA scientist. I mean, honestly, it makes sense. I think most NASA scientist guys, if they saw a pretty girl in sparkly outfits, they would probably just be like, meh. And that's pretty much what he does, yeah. It is so fun to bring back this kind of trash film. It's such Disney Channel original movie, like naughty's energy. Hilary Duff could have starred in it 20 years ago. It's that kind of energy. And you know what? I really do think if this was what streaming fodder was, people would care more. People would be more interested. Everyone is going to find a kind of personal favorite in this kind of nonsense. In the same way that everyone has a personal favorite Disney Channel original movie. Of course, we watched that when we were children. Most of those. That's a good point. But still, I think it's a much better idea to focus on this kind of nonsense, okay? It's just so bold. It's so funny they actually made it. It's such commitment to the bit that they actually try to have genuine emotional moments in there, like her being really sad that she got kicked out of NASA but somehow avoided jail time. I know it's spoilers, but come on. You know where this is going right from the get-go. So, I'm giving A Hot Mess so goddamn hot it's made of rocket fuel 2.5 stars. Emma Roberts needs to sacrifice her career to the blood gods by doing like 10 more of these. Not sequels, just 10 more films for Prime with this kind of nutsy energy as just streaming fodder. I think we could all use that today. It's just Please. Your career's not gonna recover from this. So just be free.